Your teammates hyping up your run blocking this entire week. How do you feel like that's contributing to this team's 4-0 record?
Yeah, we've been able to win multiple different ways. A couple of the games, the run game was really strong, and, I had a fun time with the O-line in there, smashing stacks. Double teaming people with Jordan in the lane is always fun, so I take advantage of it when they let me do it.
And are you enjoying that more and more as the season goes on?
Yeah, if the ball's not coming my way, I tend to lean towards the blocking, and I feel like I have an impact in the game that way. So it's been fun doing it this year, and with the O-line that we have, they make my job easy, and I just like to have a lot of fun with them.
And you hear fans clamoring to get you the ball more. Coach Sirianni said it's definitely an emphasis, but do you feel at times with tight end play that fans don't see that side of the blocking, the run blocking, everything else you're doing in the game?
Yeah, for sure. The tight end position has turned into a lot of like a receiver for a lot of people. The tight ends are getting a lot of yards and stuff. So I feel like it definitely has, especially with fantasy football. They're looking at the catches, the yards, and the touchdowns, things like that. And definitely the run blocking and the tight end gets overlooked for sure.
Does that get to you? Do you even care at all?
No, I don't really care at all. I like to win, and that's what we've been doing. So I'll do whatever I can to help the team win games, and hopefully we get to keep stacking them.
Awesome, thank you.
AJ, when you're going through a game and you kind of set up a DV with something you've done earlier in that game, where does that process start, and how'd you figure that out?
I'll plan the game within the game. Even if it's run plays. Even if it's a release that I may do, just to get them to think about it. And then the next time I know if my route is different, I use that release. So it's playing the game within the game.
When you get to that point, do you kind of know exactly what's going to work?
For sure. It just depends on how he bites to it, when I use it, if it's a run play or whatnot.
And last week, the last touchdown pass from Jalen Hurts to you, he got a little hyped up, and Lane Johnson was saying it was cool to see that emotional side of him. Are you seeing that more this season?
Not the first couple games, but I think that was a emotional moment. That was an overtime game. He told me after that was his first time playing in an overtime game, so he was hyped for it. He wanted to answer the call, and he did.
AJ, 4 games in, kind of the quarter point of the season. What are the biggest things this team still needs to work on offensively?
I can say everything. Sorry, I almost fell.
Don't want that.
I say everything. It's nothing there right now. We're doing some really good things, and I just say it's just always just to continue to keep working, regardless of what we're doing well with right now. But especially working on the things that we're not doing so well. So,
what are some of those things that you feel you're not doing well?
Yeah, I won't say that on camera. We play a game in a couple of days. But we definitely headed in the right direction. I can say we're in a good spot. So.
AJ, you tweeted out the other night during the Phillies game, a little play in an atmosphere like that.
Yeah,
that
was crazy.
Do you miss baseball?
Yeah, because I never played. I played baseball at high school level, but playing in front of what's it called? I forgot. I'm sorry. In the bank. I'm sorry. In the bank. I'm sorry. I had a brain fart, but playing in the bank would be crazy. I could just tell, and even Bryson home run the other night, that was crazy. Everybody was singing his walk-up song, and he go out and hit a grand slam. It was electric, and I would love to play, in the bank, even in the center field, even if I was the opposing team, just to, see the atmosphere, it was crazy. So,
you sense there's a difference in the atmosphere with the link in Citizens Bank Park?
No, I don't think so. I think it's different from baseball. Everybody's on their toes with every pitch, and you can change the game in one swing, and I think you run the ball. You may hear some cheers, you may not. It's different. You gotta sometimes a big play, everybody go crazy. But baseball, everybody on the edge of their seats every single pitch. So
AJ, how's the perception of the city changed for you since what you were thinking before you got here versus now that you've lived it for?
Man, it's been everything since I've been here. I was a little nervous when I first came here. From the fans and everything, but I've learned to, kind of block out the negative and also just really enjoy the positive. It's more positive than anything, to be honest. I could just say they're honest. They're honest. That's the best way to put it. And they're very passionate, and they love their sports here, and we love them back. And it's been everything for me. I enjoyed it ever since.
When you're watching baseball games, do you pay particular attention to center fielders? And if so, like, what are your thoughts on Johan Rojas?
I really don't pay attention to like center field, but as of lately, I've just been watching the game until I gotta go to bed. The game starts too late, by the way, in my opinion. But so yeah.
And when an athlete like you watches a playoff baseball game, does that make you want to get back to that moment in football even more so?
Oh, for sure, but I can't look ahead, I mean, I thought about, last year, in the league, the NFC Championship, that was crazy, and, hopefully we can keep doing what we're doing and keep getting wins and, try to bring it back here again. So yeah.
While you would like to play in an atmosphere like Citizens Bank Park the other night, and if the game were at a reasonable time, would you want to be in the stands and experience that atmosphere from a fan standpoint?
Yeah, for sure. It really has to be at a decent time. At 8 o'clock, I'm putting my daughter to sleep. It's over with. I'm about to go to bed, and I only catch a couple innings, but, a decent time for sure. I'm going to be there. And, especially if it's like a Monday or Tuesday, I'm definitely there.
What about first pitch?
First pitch? No. I'm gonna chill on that, I'm just going to root for him from the stands.
Catching the punch with one hand over your head, like you were in practice, what's that about? Is that like baseball stuff?
I mean, kind of, sort of. I was catching the ball before it turned over. But I just messing around, fooling around with the guys and seeing who can do it and who can't. Just messing around.
CJ West is back in practice this week. What would it mean to get him back on the field for the receiving corps?
Man, it means everything because that type of speed you have to account for, and everybody knows that. So whenever he's on the field, it's a alert that goes up. So.
AJ, you were mentioned after the game that you got approval to wear the pink cleats. How happy was your daughter? Was she able to see?
Oh yeah, she was really excited. She told me, she just kept saying, "Dad, you wear the pink cleats, you wear the pink cleats," and it was all worth it for me. If I had to pay a fine, I would have paid it. I was okay.
Did the league allow just kind
of? Yeah, because it was October. It was breast cancer month, so they allowed it. Mm-hmm.